Yes, people. What's going on? It's TKL Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the channel. And yes, we have to talk about Arsenal's 2-1 victory versus Wolves to send us to the top of the table. Sorry, we were already at the top of the table. It sent us 4 points clear at the top of the table. That's what it did. And you know what? It was great to see a performance like that to start the game off. We started off so well, so hot out the gates. We scored in the 6th minute from a Bukayo Saka goal. Nice build-up play for the second goal for ODEGAARD also. And Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus were shocked at how beautiful the setup was for the goal, that they even celebrated it in a very beautiful manner. Now, Arsenal are 4 points clear at the top of the table, and this means we continue to push for this title race, but it's very early in the season. Don't get ahead of yourselves. We play Luton Town in a quick turnaround midweek, but there's a lot to talk about. We have to talk about, what do you guys think? Is Bukayo Saka world class, or is it too soon to call him that? We also have to talk about Zinchenko, because he did lose us the clean sheet. It was Zinchenko's error that led to Wolves' goal, and that's what has people thinking, you know what, is this guy a liability, or is he still one of our strengths? We have to have a debate and conversation about Zinchenko. But you know what? That's not all. We also have to have a conversation about the all-around so far this season. Is it that this season has been amazing, or is it just a situation where there's still more that we can do? There's still another level where we can get to. There's still another level where we can climb to. And that's what we're striving for. We're striving for greatness here, guys. We're striving for a team that can push on and be remembered. So I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about what's been happening so far this season. And is there another level we can go to? But yeah, overall, I'm disappointed we didn't keep the clean sheet. I'm gassed that we had the 2 goals early in the game. It's a big 3 points, top of the table. And some of you guys watching were thinking this Arsenal team are going to drop points. We didn't do that. So we're going to get to sit back, enjoy the rest of the weekend to see who drops points, who loses games, what happens, where their drama is, because there was no drama at the Emirates besides us conceding a silly goal and losing the clean sheet. That clean sheet lost me. I had 2 defenders and Bukayo Saka, so that's like 16 fantasy points. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this show started. We got Gunner Souls in the building. We got Gully in the house. And you know what? We gotta get into this match reaction. Souls, what are you saying, man?
Hey, listen, top of the league, 4 points clear. We beat Wolves. It's not easy, is it? Some teams will lose 2-1, we win 2-1. That's how we do it. But you know what? Overall, we're looking like we're getting back to what we've seen last season, or at least phases of what we've seen last season. So that part I can be really happy with. We're starting to see the attacking flow, the flair come back. You know, the one-touch football. The second goal was scintillating. That was Wenger ball, prime Barca 08-09 football that we've seen right there. One touch, dispatched. The one criticism I've kind of mentioned before as well is we're just not clinical enough. And a lot of people are saying that, you know, we kind of let ourselves off the gas a little bit. For me, the Eddie Nketiah chance, we take that. Gabriel Jesus takes his chance. Trossard takes his 2 chances. You know, any one of, like, let's say even Martinelli, instead of in the inside post, it goes in. Any of these sort of like 5, 6, 7, 8 chances, let's say 2 of them or 1 of them goes in, and this game is comfortable, and it doesn't matter whether we went into controlling that game. So I do think, you know what, management was good. We did what we needed to do. Don't forget, we've got a quick turnaround. We've got to play Luton on Tuesday. Not the hardest of fixtures, but it's going to be a physical battle. And it's also fatigue. We've played in the Champions League midweek. We've got to play on Saturday. We've then got to play on Tuesday again. So you've also got to look at, you know, energy reserve and energy management as well. So overall, I'm proud of the team. I'm happy. We've got the 2 goals early on, which is something we've not done this season. And there's not a lot to complain about, really, other than maybe the Zinchenko moment.
All right, what you saying, my guy? Gully, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Chilling, man. Talk to me. Is Bukayo Saka world class? Martin Ødegaard's back with his swagger. How you feeling?
Very enjoyable game. The first 20 minutes, it felt like these guys were still playing like they were in the Champions League. It felt like they were playing the same mood they were against Lens on Wednesday. It literally didn't even look like they went and rested for a bit. It felt like the same intensity. Everybody was playing at a high level. Bukayo Saka, I'm not gonna lie, I think that might have been like the best I've seen him in terms of intensity this season. Not overall play, forget about that, but in terms of intensity, he was 100%. He was going at his fullback, 100 miles per hour, consistently going back and forth. The way he was, his movement all game, the way for the first goal, he moved in and then went out again and they came back in and Tomiyasu found him. Everything about that game, In the first half specifically, because second half, I think we did let our foot off the gas for a bit. I don't know why, especially towards the end of it. Zinchenko, I know you mentioned the moment already, but he's got to count his days because Timber, as soon as he comes back, he's going to be holding bench, unfortunately.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about him in a second. Maybe save that for a bit. But did you have anything else to say before we move on to the next person?
ODEGAARD, I think that was his best game this season. Apart from that, I don't need to say anything else.
All right. Big up Elmadis has also joined us. Elmadis, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Talk to me. What do you think of the game, man?
First of all, I want to say something. The title race is between Arsenal and City. Liverpool fans should be happy to secure top 4 and focus on winning Europa, okay? Because like Liverpool fans bringing themselves into the title race, okay, we get it, but like it's between Arsenal and City.
What makes you say that, by the way? You don't believe Liverpool can go all the way?
If you want to beat Pep, especially Pep at City in a 38-game season, you need a system. You can't be like Liverpool, Salah FC. And how Liverpool going to win the system with the Darwizi up top? Like I watched him play a few times. Like, it's like they're relying on like, okay, they have the VVD is good, but they're relying on Salah too much. Like Darwin didn't work out. Like I don't watch a lot of their games, but I never see like Jota or Diaz starting every game. Like,
okay, let's not make this all about Liverpool, but continue. What do you think of the game?
What I'm going to say about the game is like Eddie really should have scored that. Like we didn't need a nervy like 13 minutes with 2-1. He should have like that. But that he really should have scored that and ended the game. Like next time maybe if somebody scores a goal and it's 2-1, maybe they equalize. This time we saw at the game. They didn't really have any dangerous chances after they scored the goal. But we don't, we need to like, if we started that good, 2-0 up in 15 minutes, like we need to score the third. Like,
fair enough. Let's go to first thing. First thing I wanted to touch on is the lineup. Are you guys surprised Trossard came in? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Besides the opportunity where he almost scored the goal, I kind of felt like he was a passenger throughout the 90 minutes. I don't know. Am I being harsh? What do you guys think?
I think you are. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he was a passenger in per se. I think for me, I quite like him in the A role because of what we've seen from him in preseason. He was the best player in preseason for us because of how good he was in the A role. He's got the technical ability. He's good with both feet. He can dribble in tight spaces between players. I feel like he can actually do a job there. I don't think today.
The underlining numbers say he's one of the best players on the pitch. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I think on the eye, people are saying harsh things about him because they feel like he should have got a goal. But really and truly, I don't think he was as bad as people are making him out to be.
By the way, just so everyone knows, he had 5 shots in the 90 minutes. He created 1 chance. Of course, he missed. There was 2 big chances missed by him from the shots. So that's probably why
two big chances is harsh though, because one of them he was about to fall over. Like
but that's the second one. The first one, I don't know what the first one was, but he took 1 corner. Where he really wins a lot of the credit is the defensive actions, which I didn't really notice because I just feel like the defensive actions nowadays all these guys deal with the defense. Like Martinelli was even putting in a shift defensively when Zinchenko was not there.
Martinelli always does that every game, though. To be fair to him,
yeah.
I think he's the best defensively winger in the world. Like in terms of defensive and helping out his fullback, he's the best at it.
Yeah. The thing about this lineup is Tomiyasu was amazing. He played 79 minutes, but you guys seen he got injured. He got injured at the end of the game, and he did walk it off. Apparently. He did walk it off, but what is it?
It's fatigue. That's what Arteta's confirmed. It's not an injury.
Hopefully,
it's not an injury.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I seen them working on his leg, I got worried. I kind of slightly got worried because I don't want to see Tomiyasu miss games at this point. I know Ben White's gonna have to start. Ben White's gonna have to start the next game.
Yeah.
But I like Tomiyasu in these games. Defensively, he's solid at left back. He's solid at right back. He's contributing with goals now. I think he contributed with one of the goals also. This guy, actually, you can't even give him credit for the assist. He just passed it to Saka. Saka did everything else. But still, I felt like big shout out to Tomiyasu, even though he got injured. We cannot afford this guy to be missing too much time, especially while Timber's not back yet.
You're right. Well, he does this a lot, though. It's getting annoying now, man. It's not his fault, I get it, but he always plays so well and gets our hopes up. Like, this guy plays at another level for like 8 games, and then all of a sudden just gets injured randomly. It's hella weird.
I think Arteta should have managed it better because we were 2-0 up. I think Ben White could have come on. We know he's got a record of like consistent injuries. He should have taken him off a lot earlier than he did. It wasn't even planned, but just kind of worrying for me. If a player's had this many injuries, you don't just like as soon as they get the issue with Tomiyasu, right? As soon as he's fit, it's like Arteta's like, yeah, you're having all the 90 minutes now. Until you're injured again, you're having every single 90 minutes I can give you. That's the problem. We need to also call out the management. We need to call out the doctors as well, because you can't just keep throwing him in. Like last season, we didn't even know if he was 100% fit. What does Arteta do? There was like rumors, yeah, he could be fit, he could be back. Liverpool, like, why is that your first game back? How can that be your first game back? And this is the problem we've got. Like, he keeps coming back to too many important games. His body can't acclimatize, and he's coming back cold in these very crucial games. And that's the problem. I call out the management more than I call him out.
You know what? My wife is a big fan of your channel. She did what? I'm so confused. What is going on? I don't know what's going on in the chat, but I'll definitely try to sort that out in a second. Let's go to the next topic. The next topic, guys, is none other. We're not even gonna touch on Declan Rice because I feel like we touch on Declan Rice every show. Let's talk about these two, Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. And I felt like they both had really good parts of their game and really poor parts of the game. Gabriel Jesus had a hand with both goals, directly involved in both goals, and he was outstanding in my opinion. But then you also have the situation where he missed 2 big chances. Back post, and there was another chance that he also missed. So I'll give him a mark down there. Then you also have Zinchenko. This post is actually about Zinchenko's first half. In Zinchenko's first half, he created a chance, got an assist, 2 touches in the opponent's box, 5 possessions won, 20 passes in the final third, 53 touches, a pass accuracy of 96. But then he concedes a goal at the end of the game. So it's like, you love them, they're going to do well, you're thanking Man City for them, and then at the other end, you're thinking to yourself, we could have been 4-0 up, and we would have never conceded a goal if they were just a little bit better. Are we nitpicking? Or is this a concern? Hello?
No, I think we need to stick with Jesus and not worry about getting a striker in January, to be honest with you. Like, we need to focus on a midfielder and like sort out what's going on with Partey. That's the most important thing to do in January. But Jesus is fine if we keep him. We don't need a striker.
What you guys think?
To go back to your point about Zinchenko's first half and like where like picking on small things, really, bro, he did that about three times in this game where his awareness was so poor. He had about 3 or 4 Wolves players all around him at one point, and he just kept taking lazy touches inside the box like he's got all the time in the world. And finally, when you do it that often, you're going to get caught at one point, and we did in the 86th minute. And all that pressure we had in the last 30 minutes and where we were shaky, it was all due to him. I get it. He got an assist. Like, you can rate a player and still criticize him for his moments in the game. Overall, he was influential in helping us move forward. He's influential in final third passes. He got the assist to ODEGAARD with a beautiful pick out. But really and truly, you've also got to look at his downside. He did that 3 times, like I said, where he didn't really care who was around him. And then finally we get caught out because of him. And we were shaky for the last 30 minutes, like I said, because of him. And Jesus, bro, just telling me we're playing the Champions League every single game. Like, blindfold him before the game, put him into the stadium, and just tell him it's a Champions League game at this point. Give him the Champions League top as well so he can see the badge. This guy in the Premier League, when it comes to goals, is just so... I don't know what it is. He's a complete different player.
All right, Souls, liability defensively or strength? What are you saying?
You know what? It's a difficult one with Zinchenko because I'm getting to the point of we do need what he does, what he offers in terms of on the ball, everything he does. But he's a 60-minute player, 50-minute player. Like, after that, just get him off. We know his mistakes are going to happen later on in the game. We know he's got these moments in him. I think he needs to be humbled. I'll be honest with you. I think he thinks he's too good. He thinks he's too good because he holds the ball too much. He thinks he's going to take on the players. It's like, brother, like, just sometimes just clear the ball. Like, you don't need... I applaud you to clear the ball, not to make a fancy pass. I don't care sometimes. You're 2-0 up. They're ramping up the pressure. You don't need to do that. You did it earlier on, and you got let off. And you do it again. And it's not the first time. The guy got skinned by Trent. He's been doing this a lot. Like, there was a moment as well when Martinelli had to show him how to defend. He got bodied. He got pulled off, like, and then Martinelli's there, like, defending for him. He goes, brother, like, how is a winger telling you how to do that? Like, I understand, like, for me, it's difficult because how do you find someone who's technically gifted on the ball as Zinchenko, but can still do the inverted and be a left back? That to me is Jurrien Timbers. I can't wait for Jurrien Timbers to come back.
You know what? Timber. Let's talk about Timber. Because did you guys know Timber was at the stadium for the first time in a while? Like, did it? I don't think he did it. Maybe he was at the stadium before, but like he was in his box. Like he came on his own. This time he was on work duty for the first time, doing photos, actually doing press conferences and stuff.
That's good to see, man. As long as he's moving around. We just need him back as soon as possible. If we see him back in the round of 16 Champions League, I'm more than happy, man.
I don't think he's going to be back. I don't think he's going to be back till next season. We've seen people with this injury before. A knee injury where you need surgery, ACL or MCL or whichever one he had, there is no way he's going to be back that early, in my opinion. Impossible. But I don't know.
That's what they're predicting. Like the people that are like professionals at this.
How do you get a cruciate ligament injury and have surgery and get better in 5 months?
He just built different, I guess.
No. Our medical staff are smoking budge, fam. I'm telling you, this guy's gonna keep getting injured if he comes back that early. I'd rather not.
I don't think he's playing in the Euros for Netherlands, let alone coming back for Arsenal in the second half of the season, bro. Do you realize?
No, just fake it and just say he can't play the Euros. He's still injured.
Do you realize a knee injury like that? The only way you come back if you don't do surgery and if you try to let it heal naturally. That's what Russell Westbrook did, and he got injured again the next year. You cannot do that. It's just not possible. What Granit Xhaka had was not surgery. What Granit Xhaka had was a small procedure, and he didn't have a full ligament injury. This guy had a full ligament injury. There's no way we're seeing him this year. I don't think so.
Well, I hope not.
I hope he's back this season, man. I want to see him in February.
Brother, don't get your hopes up.
February is like 7 months, though. 7 months is more than enough to come back from an injury. Don't you think?
No, bro. This injury is a 16-month injury.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. That 16 months is crazy, though.
Bro, have you never seen somebody have an MCL tear? How long was Van Dijk injured for?
Not 16 months.
He wasn't out for a season, though.
You're going a bit too extreme. You're talking at least 8 to 9 months on a normal.
8 to 9 months.
Honestly, I didn't really watch preseason, so I don't know how good he is. Like everyone says, he's really good.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be March. It's going to be
Timber's injury was an ACL injury. How long did it take ACL injury to recover? Recovery time for ACL injury is 6 to 9 months. Wow.
Yeah, it's not.
So 9 months, he's still back at the end of the season. Then, if it's not that fight max, he's still back at the end of the season. Minimum, he's back by February.
But the thing, but what you got to understand is
6 to 9 months
for him to be normally to play is probably going to be a lot longer. By the time you sign match fit ready,
6 to 9 months is to go back to normal. What do you call it? Athletic activities. It's not to play professionally.
No, but let's just say within 6 months he's back at what level you're talking about. He's still got like 2 more months before the season ends, or even 3 more months to still get match fit. I don't understand. Would he not be
personally able to do it? For me? I don't think he plays a minute this season, and I don't think he plays in the Euros.
Oh, bro, that's going to be a big miss in the Champions League if he doesn't play for us.
But it's going to be a bigger miss if we bring him back too soon, and he just keeps getting injured.
Yeah,
no, that's between the medical and them guys. I don't really know that part, but I'm saying if he is able to come back this season by the Champions League knockout stages, I'll be more than happy to take him. If they say he's ready, he's ready. If not, then I guess we just see him next season. Yeah, but you know how crucial he's going to be for the run-in towards the end of the season. Bro, Tomiyasu, like we're saying right now, if Tomiyasu's injured, we don't have a backup for right back, and we don't have a backup for centre back. Kiwior is the only centre back on the pit on the bench. That's how
We're gonna
poor
have
we
to
are.
use Cedric.
Cedric as centre back for
No,
Saliba.
or
Ben White, you
Russell
mean?
Walters. Start using
Oh,
Russell
bro,
Walters.
bro.
That's what it's gonna have to
Bro.
be. But my question to everyone here: so I say he's not gonna play this year. You're saying you think Timber's gonna be back this season?
From what I've heard from the medical professionals, yes, he should be
Okay.
back by March.
El Maris, what do you think?
I didn't really watch preseason, so I don't really know how good he is. Like everyone says,
Bro,
really
he's
good.
amazing.
I've never really watched him play, like to be honest with you. So I really don't have an
didn't watch the
opinion.
Community
He's
Shield?
back. He's back. Yeah, I watched it, but like he got injured right before the season even started, right?
Yeah.
Like one game I watched him play. Like I don't really remember the game, you know. But, like,
Imagine Tomiyasu defending with Ben White's.
yeah, I mean, obviously he's an Arsenal player. I want him back, so we have more options, you know. But like, I don't know. If you said 16 months at one point, so like probably he's not gonna come back this season.
Yeah, maybe I'm pushing it, but 9 months I think is ambitious to
Yeah,
say.
even if it's 9 months, like there's no point in bringing him for like the last month or two of the season. Like it's not.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know.
Okay, let's talk about Bukayo Saka now. I said something on the terrace, and I said it on Twitter, and I know you've probably seen it, Gully. When are we going to start talking about Bukayo Saka as world class? 20 goals,
He's
17
been world
assists,
class,
all
man. He's been
competition this
world
season.
class. Like people,
You know what it is?
Go ahead, he's been world class. You have to admit it. Like he's been like our best player. He's been getting the GA. So and he did it for England too. So it's like, and now he did it in the Champions League. He has 7 GA in the Champions League. Like how is he not world class? Like he did it in the Champions League. He did it in the Euros, and he's been doing it for Arsenal.
For me, I'm gonna stop talking about Saka being world class. I think that's what we have to start doing as Arsenal fans, genuinely, because we know as Arsenal fans the guy is world class. They said they need more numbers. He's matching Mohamed Salah for numbers now. What more do they want? Like, I don't get it. They said he needs to be playing in the Champions League and getting goals, assists. He's a top goal scorer. I mean, he's a top assister and joint total goal contributions in the Champions League at 22.
They just want trophies. That's all they want now. All they want is trophies.
But they keep moving the goalposts. Like they said,
I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm in that camp. He's not world class yet. He's playing at a world class level.
TFT were saying Harry Kane isn't world class. Come on, Harry Kane is world class.
Harry Kane isn't world class. I'll tell you. I'll say it now. My standard of world class, right, is you can do it when it doesn't matter, but if you can't deliver in the moments they really matter, you can't be world class in my eyes. Because the pressure of getting it over at the line and getting something done is a lot harder than just doing it in the group stages of some competition. And this isn't just targeted at Saka. I feel world class is it's not even a status anymore. Anyone can be world class. That's not even hard anymore. Anyone's world class nowadays. But the real truth for me, this is my standard. I don't give a shit what other football fans want to have their standards are. If your standards are lower, fine. I don't really care. But for me, the mentality of winning and getting it over the line in the business end when it really matters in those semi-finals, in those clutch moments, that's when you're world class. You have to have those moments. You have to have done it. And I'm not just saying you had one goal in the entire competition. No, you've got to be producing the numbers and getting it done. That's when you're world class for me.
You're talking about the best players you're talking about literally the best player in the world. You're talking about
world class, some of the best in history, though. World class has gone down here.
World class means you're the upper echelon of players in the world at the moment. Mohamed Salah, the Kanes, we're talking about the Bellinghams. Come on, Vinicius Junior.
We can go in the Brazilian league and look at some players who have got like 50-odd goals here, like 30-odd goals a season. That doesn't make them world class because they haven't done it against anyone we reputably think is good. When you go and win things, for me, that's when you become that upper echelon of player. When you haven't done it, when it really matters, and that's the problem I have with a lot of players for world-class status. That's why I don't say Foden is. Why do people put Vinicius and like maybe Mbappe in those categories more confidently? Why is Haaland one of the younger world-class players? Because they've delivered it. They've done it in the pressurized moments. When they don't do it in those moments, you can't call them world-class. That's
let me just stop you there, Souls. Big up everyone in the comment section. Let me know, do you guys think
Pogba, for example. Pogba, has come out of that world-class bracket.
One second. You have Hugh here saying he's world-class, just rivals are jealous. And then you have Samuel here as a Man City fan saying, nah, Bukayo Saka is not world-class until he wins the Prem, UCL, Super Cup. So he has
That
to win
doesn't make
all
sense,
three.
though.
No, he
They
doesn't
are
have
based
to
on
win
that
that. He
standard-
doesn't have to win
So
all of
based
them.
on that standard, Phil Foden's world class. He's saying.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
he
I'm saying.
doesn't. No, but
Ghana is
Foden isn't, because
contradicting
Foden
himself.
isn't the guy who got them there. That's what we're trying. You guys are just
Because
skewing too
you just said they need to do it in the big moments under pressure. Foden has done it in the Champions League semi-finals
But he's
and
not
quarterfinals.
the reason they won it. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You still
But
have
you
to
can't say
beat-
that because he got them
Yes,
to a
you
final.
can.
Bro.
So is Mustafi world class because they won the World Cup? And no, because
Yeah,
he wasn't the
but
reason they
Foden
won
isn't
it.
even a
What did he
starter.
do
Foden
specifically
isn't
for
even
them
a
to get there in
starter.
that
Right.
position? I don't
No,
understand.
have you not heard what I'm trying to say? What I've said is you've got to produce. You've got to produce as well. You can't just have a moment. That moment is part of it.
Bro,
There's
Foden
a lot
had
of
goals. Foden has goals and assists in quarterfinals and semi-finals. Like that's getting to a Champions League final, is it not? Against big teams like PSG and Real Madrid. I don't understand.
So you didn't. What did he do in the Prem? Because he wasn't the main reason they won the Prem.
Premier League, obviously, he wasn't the main reason, but
This
he
is what
still
I'm talking-
contributed.
you still,
Do you
for
have
me,
to be? If
okay, I'll tell you my standard in basics. Forget about
this
a
is your
single
standard,
player in a basic way. Yeah, for me, you've got to firstly produce on multiple seasons. You can't just have like one or two and that's it. You're world class. You've got to have like a good period of time. I'd say like 5-6 seasons of world class numbers to back your claim. On top of that, you've got to have one thing.
5-6 seasons, God
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
it.
For me, it's got to be,
Ah,
man. You
So
three
can't-
Salah
seasons
just hit
enough.
world class for you right
Three's
now.
enough. You do
All
it
right,
for
all right.
3
Okay,
seasons.
4 seasons at least. 4 seasons. I think that's a good window of opportunity to say you just.
You
did
know, I
3
realize
good
you're being a
seasons.
little bit difficult.
Yes, because it's world class. Oh my. Okay, fine. Like I said, your standards can be
more than
easy,
difficult.
bro. It has to be. You're talking about world class players.
No, but
World
you know,
class
you know,
five
once
and four
again,
seasons,
once again,
like-
I don't know about you guys, but I
It
I
can't
have
be
a
easy.
standard.
Shouldn't be
Once
easy.
again, I have a level above world class, and it's called elite. That's what I do.
So
So
elite
when-
is the best. He's
Elite is the
player.
best.
The
And
best
then
player in
there's
his
world
position.
class. There can be a lot of world class players. There can only be one person who's elite in that category.
Yeah,
That's
that makes
literally,
sense.
you put it perfectly, bro. Elite is above world class, but world class means you're one of the best players in the world. Like, that's it. I'm talking about being like close to being like top 6, top 5 players in the world. You can be world class if you're just below it. I'm not saying someone who's like top 11 players in the world is world class all of a sudden, or top 15. I'm saying the players that are closest to being that top 5, and the top 5 are the elite players,
Yeah,
the
but
Ballon
it's
d'Or
fucking
winners,
easy,
the
man.
Ballon d'Or,
By
the
your
World
standard,
Cup
it's fucking easy.
deciders.
It's so easy
Huh?
to be world class.
Yo, by the way,
bro,
anyone
it's not easy.
who doesn't know, Gunnar Solskjaer says Harry Kane is not world class.
I have said that. Yes.
Delivers.
Yes.
doesn't
I've said it. I'm
no.
Harry
consistent.
Kane.
I'm consistent with mine because
So he wins one
hard to get.
Bundesliga, he's world class all of a sudden.
No, I didn't say that. I said you have to still win multiple things. You can't just win one thing and that's it. Because otherwise,
That's not
Saka
world
is
class.
world
You're
class.
just you're asking for the best player in
Yes,
history.
because
bro, at
world
this
class
point.
shouldn't be easy. You shouldn't just be able to brand anyone world class. That's how I see
Saka's
it.
not anyone. That's the whole point. He's just behind Mohamed Salah in terms of wingers and Vinicius Junior maybe.
Yeah,
if you want that.
he's done it for the first time. He's gone really close to like it's
Last
not.
season he was unbelievable. This is
Yes,
not the
but it's
first
got to
time.
be more consistent for me. It's 2 seasons. It's still a small sample size because you can have the biggest drop off come now. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's got to be at least 4 seasons of producing at the highest level, and then adding trophies to that. Being the talent, like if Saka just starts adding trophies, there's an undeniable he becomes world class, and that's like I said, my standard. If the standard is you don't have to deliver, you just have to get numbers. Fine. There's a lot of players who can come into that category.
Okay, guys.
I
There's
need
a
to
lot
know
of
your-
players.
wait,
There's a lot of players who
later
come
on-
out of
later
that
on
this
category as well.
conversation. Let me just
Please
park this
DM
conversation.
me your world class player list, please.
Let me just park this conversation because
It's
there was
very
another
small, very
conversation we
small.
need to
It's
discuss
tiny.
also. Let me park this because there's another conversation we also have to discuss. The other conversation is it's nice to see Martin Ødegaard have his swagger back. He's played back-to-back games. He's looking good. He's doing good, and we seen him pop up for a goal. Also help he was also celebrating Martin Ødegaard. But the thing that made me the most happiest was when he scored his goal. Where is his? There it is. The captain, Martin Ødegaard. I just felt like he hasn't been as good lately because he's been injured. Everything else is going on. People have been criticizing him a lot this season. But for him to get on the goal sheet and where's his image? I'm trying to find his image. Yo, I'm gonna find it. You guys just start talking to me about Martin Ødegaard. What are you guys saying?
What? Does he have 7 or 8 goals now?
I don't know, but he's producing goals left, right, center, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, he has 7 or 8
around there,
goals and he
7 or
missed
8,
some
yeah.
games.
He's
pretty
been
good,
putting up the
man.
numbers this season, but he just hasn't been performing. And today, I think that was, like I said, the best season, the best performance I've seen from him this season. His movement, he created 3 big chances, and if we had just one good finisher in this team, for God's sake, 3 of our strikers out of the four strikers we have, including Havertz, 3 of them missed 1 big chance at least. Do you know how crazy that is?
Well, Havertz didn't miss anything, but no, it is
Havertz
crazy.
is not the one that Havertz
Yeah.
is the one that hasn't missed it, but the other 3, Trossard, Nketiah, and Jesus, all missed big chances today.
Now, do you know what it is though with Odegaard? I think what it is, he's like you said, he produces the numbers, but he hasn't dictated the game like we've seen him do. Where get on the ball every single time, everything flows through him.
This comment here sent me different. He said Arsenal have one world-class player at the moment, that's Saliba. Rice and Saka could be.
I disagree.
If Saliba's world-class, best believe Saka's considered world-class in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I'm going to start talking about it because
world-class.
nobody's listening.
Okay, let's go back. I'm just going to say this. Martin Odegaard at this point, you guys seen the tweet? The LeBron James tweet when he's shooting the 3, le fuck James, every time he shoots that 3. It's called the le fuck James shot. Sorry for swearing. That's what Martin Odegaard does when he shoots his shot from outside the box. He literally, or on the cutback, it's just every time, bang, bang, bang. And it's like, you know what? At this point, we got to start
trademark him, man. He has to trademark.
We got to start talking about his GA,
because
Martin Odegaard's GA is out of this. Is he like Bruno? No, this guy actually contributes to the game. He ran.
Don't compare him to Bruno, man. Bruno's trash, bro. Compare him to Bruno?
No, I'm saying in the sense that opposite. He's actually complimenting and helping his teammates, and he's not just getting the goal. He ran that show, in my opinion, in the first half.
But you know what it is? This is what we need to see more of. Like, the only criticism I've been giving Odegaard, by the way, but to give background, I actually wanted Odegaard over Maddison, and I fought the fan base, so you know how much I wanted this guy. The problem I had this season, his numbers, and even with Saka, the numbers are there, but the overall 90-minute contribution hasn't been there in terms of controlling the games, dictating the game, making it his game. But now when you see Odegaard in this game, like the Lord's game, for example, everything flows through him. And that's when Odegaard's at his best. Wolves are meant to be the hard team to break down, the low block, a good defensive unit. But Odegaard made it look easy, and that's what we need to see more of. This is the Odegaard at his best, the one that we absolutely ride for. And this is the captain performance that we want to see. The goals are coming. He's starting to flow. He's starting to feel himself. And, even link up with Saka in terms of giving each other support has been brilliant today. And the more we can see this, those low block questions, whether we can create bigger opportunities, can we score more goals, they will vanish. We just need this. We need the movement. We need the energy from them too. And it'll be easy.
Yeah. I need people to do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. I don't see enough of you guys hitting that like button. This is really, really important. It helps the channel out massively. If you guys don't like the video, more people don't get to see it. More people don't get to see the channel. My channel doesn't get to grow. And if the channel doesn't get to grow, I don't get to bring on good guests for you guys going forward. Like, I'm trying to bring some big guests for you guys in the future. So help me out as much as you can by hitting that like button. And yeah, I think that's enough on Odegaard. Do you guys have anything else to say, Gully or Mattis?
Nope, you've said everything that needs to be said. I think best performance this season, like I said. But that's why.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you guys, we are one of the best goal scoring teams in the league. And have you guys seen some of these numbers? We are 6th goals per game. Goals conceded per game, we're number 1, tied with Liverpool still somehow. I don't know how we're tied with Liverpool when we've conceded less goals and played more games. But this is the number I want to talk to you guys about. Big chances created. We're still 11th. We're not even in the top 10 in the league.
I can't see there's our faces are over. I can't see. Can anyone see it?
My bad.
Now I can see it.
That's crazy, no?
Wait, what's this? Okay, no.
Big chances created, yeah.
But no, it's not surprising.
One game is not going to change that.
Yeah.
So with goals conceded and goals scored, you can see the difference. But when it comes to big chances created and big chances missed, we're like, it's good that we haven't missed too many chances, because it shows, even though it feels like we've missed a lot of chances, we're actually one of the more clinical sides in the league. But when it comes to big chances created and chances created, we've not created enough chances this season.
How many big chances have we missed? Sorry,
18.
But then again, you gotta compare that amount of big chances you created. Missing 18 big chances compared to the big chances you created is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think. But like you said, in terms of big chances created, we're this low because of the fact that we haven't had a front 3 together yet. Odegaard's been out for some games. Odegaard has not been performing, and he's meant to be our dictator in most of our games this season. The big chances will start flowing soon. Everything's starting to click. Jesus is back, linking up with everyone. Just like today, we create. Odegaard alone create 3 big chances. We're creating the big chances slowly and surely, but one change won't change it. One game, won't change it. So the more games we play, the more big chances will come.
I need to show you guys something though. Do you guys know? Have you guys seen the corner stat? Where is it?
No. Apparently, in terms of goals, we're like joined with like the top teams: Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich this year in 2023. So we're scoring goals.
We're scoring goals, but it's just look at that. We've scored 29 goals. Liverpool have scored 28, but they're gonna probably put 3 past Fulham tomorrow.
We'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I forgot
We're top
about
of
that.
the table still, 4 points clear. I think we can keep this up coming to Christmas, New Year's. I don't know about you guys.
Spurs have beat City many times in the last few seasons, but I don't know with this. They got so many injuries, and I don't know if they can beat them.
They're not.
They're
beating
not.
them.
It's possible that they beat them before. They beat them many times before.
No, but they've got no centre backs. All their defenders.
Forget
are gonna
about
pass
Spurs
the
for a
ball.
second. Look at our fixtures though: Luton, Aston Villa, PSV, Brighton, Liverpool, West Ham. It's
Liverpool
coming
game
too
is-
fast.
Tasty.
Oh, it's at Anfield. Oh,
Well,
man.
I'm not too worried right now about these fixtures. I'm very excited to see how many wins we can rack up in December. Hopefully,
Villa will be a hard game, I think. Liverpool.
yeah,
as
Villa are
usual,
really good at
Anfield.
home. Liverpool will be really tough.
That's
And-
about it, to be honest.
And how much
Listen,
are we going to be
The
up for
biggest
the
game is
PSV
Luton
game?
right now. The
How
biggest
much are
game
we
is
going to be
Luton.
up for the PSV game?
Luton.
Are we
No,
going to be
man,
up
we're
for it?
qualified already. We're top of the group. We shouldn't really.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
already
know.
qualified. So are we going to be up
Just
for that?
get the under 23s team and just send them. We don't need to do
Literally,
anything.
bro. Literally,
Just
yeah.
Yeah, we
Just
shouldn't put any of our first team players. Like maybe
Just
just a
get
couple.
the likes of Cedric, get the likes of whoever else needs minute Reece
Yeah,
Nelson,
putting Ketia in there, letting Ketia.
all
try
of
and
them
get
that
the ball.
haven't
up
played
people.
many minutes, just get them.
Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button right now. Let's get to at least over 100 likes if you can do that. Now let's go over the press conference and what Mikel Arteta and everybody had to say. So we're gonna go on the Arsenal website. Obviously, they have Martin Ødegaard as the cover. I think Martin Ødegaard definitely has his swag back, and we're happy to see it. They're gonna talk about the early double goal, guys. That's the fastest start we've had this season. We didn't even mention that. The fastest start we've had this season. It was good to see us start off fast, but you know what? I would rather score those 2 goals at the end of the game. I don't know.
No, man, when you come out like that early, the other team is shook, man. So you can score the 3rd and the 4th. But I don't know why we missed a lot of chances. We really should have. We should have ended the game 3-0. Like, as I said, it's all right.
Not having the clean sheet cost me 16 fantasy points. I'm pissed.
Who gives a shit about your fantasy points, man? Get over yourself. The reality is, why do you want them? Why do you want them late? I'm curious to why you want them late.
The reason why I
Dopamine.
want it late is because I feel like when we finish off games later, we grow in and our performance is much more consistent throughout the 90.
But a lot more pressure mounts on.
When we score goals, listen to me for 2 seconds. When we score the goals early, we don't finish off the games, and we constantly just have a situation where we let teams hang around, and we get nervy endings. I would rather have a more convincing ending to a game than a nervy ending to the game.
Yeah, but you
I
can't
like
guarantee
early
those
goals.
goals.
I disagree
Take the
there. I
pressure
think
off.
this is
I
more
always like
convincing
early
today,
goals.
man.
You
We
give
just couldn't put our
the other
chances away.
team more belief that they can come back and win this because you're at 0-0 for such a long period of time, and you're giving them belief. Wolves especially, because if you can't get that early goal, they sit back in their block, and that becomes even harder and harder and harder and harder to break down.
They also spoke about the flowing forwards. Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel Jesus were on fire today, and you can tell we've missed these 3. Because the way Gabriel Jesus was literally linking up everything, I think we spoke about it early in the stream. I don't think we gave him enough credit. Let's be honest. He did the Mesut Ozil pre-assist for both goals, basically. Not
He was
exactly like
unbelievable
Mesut Ozil, but you know what I mean. He was a
He's
big part
unbelievable
of
today.
it.
But that's what we literally been saying all season when everybody said your attack is not flowing. We told him wait until the guy who links everything up together, basically the best link-up player in our team comes back into the first 11, and as soon as he does, what is it? 6 goals in the Champions League last game week, and then today, the guy's involved in everything, bro. He's perfect.
Did you guys think that was a penalty, by the way? No way.
I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie, but because I've seen them given before. I've seen them being given. I've seen Man City be given that before for Rodri. So I thought it was a penalty, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know. After the Newcastle goal where the push on Gabriel, they didn't give it as a foul. Like I don't really care because it's. I don't know. I don't know how they make decisions, to be honest. Like if that wasn't a foul in the Newcastle goal, like I really don't know.
I don't think they could have given it. I don't think they could have given it. But we've seen them give it for Rasmus Højlund on Rodri in the Man City game. But then we see Gabriel Jesus have to get punched in the face versus Chelsea. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of these referees anymore. I'm not even going to get too worried about that. Wolves goal, Zinchenko's mistake. We already spoke about that. 100th goal in 2023. Damn.
Yeah. Like I said,
did you guys know that?
Only 4 teams have it better than us. Yeah, I've already told you. I've said this already.
100 goals in 2023.
Yeah.
Yo, Mikel Arteta has once said, I want to score 100 goals.
He's done it now.
Damn.
Maybe he means in a season, but in terms of a 2023 year, I think literally I said Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man City, and who's the other one? What was that list I saw on Twitter? I think Bayer Leverkusen are on there as well, which is shocking to me, man.
Wow.
Where Bayer Leverkusen even in the Champions League?
They're
not a Champions
League.
League.
They're in the Europa League. They're in the Europa League.
But they're first in Bundesliga. That's very interesting.
You know what? Mikel Arteta did it. 100 goals in 2023 for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta did it, but hey, we still haven't won anything. We got to win before people start, or else everyone's just gonna be like, you can't celebrate anything. Celebration.
I don't know. I think we have better chances of winning the Champions League, to be honest.
We'll talk about that another day, hopefully. Nervous ending to the match. I hated it. I don't know about you guys, but he said, I can only praise the players. The way they played, completed. They were excellent. We played against a really good side and were generally so much and conceded the mostly nothing. Scoreline should have been very difficult. We were really unlucky in certain moments. That's very true. We hit the post twice or 3 times, I think, and at the end of the game, an error close to the goal in the Premier League, you're going to get punished big time. 100%. He's right. There's not too much to take away from this game. I don't know. We're not going to really get too critical over Zinchenko. We've already spoken about it. What was said between him and Declan Rice? What? When did Declan Rice get subbed off?
Jorginho came on, but I don't think Declan Rice got subbed off, did he? I can't remember now.
I don't know.
My mind just gone blank.
Strange question to ask. Trossard on playing in a different position. I don't know. We've already spoken about this, but I thought he was okay. And Mikel Arteta, I'm really happy for him. Basically saying that he played well. He was tight. He talents small spaces and finds openings and gaps. He definitely does. On Tomiyasu, the reason why he came off, he says fatigue. Don't know if it was fatigue, but we decided to change straight away, and we didn't want to take the risk. Let's assess how he is. So they don't know exactly what happened with him. He spoke about Martin Ødegaard's goal contribution. Didn't really give us any sound bites on that. Zinchenko's overall performance. Obviously, he's going to say he loves him. And then Martinelli, he spoke about his work rate, mentality, and obviously defensive output. This is one thing. Yeah, he spoke about how he was unlucky in certain moments. He could have scored, honestly. Just didn't take his chances. And then that's pretty much it, really. Nothing else to be said there. Mikel Arteta on his press conference, he praised the team on an excellent performance. He's not going to go in on them, obviously. And I don't think there's not too much to take away from it. It's negative. Martinelli actually spoke? What? Martinelli? I wonder what Martinelli had to say. Let's see what Martinelli had to say. This is interesting. Let's see what he said here.
We tried our best. We kept going. We didn't start to play like it was already won. He added, as I said, we tried our best to score another goal, but we didn't score. But the most important thing is 3 points.
You know what? I guess that soundbite right there is the best thing you can take away from this game. They really did try in the first half. I just felt like the second half, it wasn't landing for them. But yeah,
I thought we were excellent, man. The second half and the last 10 minutes. I don't even think the second half was like dead. We were good in the second half. We weren't as good as we were in the first half, obviously. Those last 10 minutes completely have just changed everyone's perspective on the game. I don't know why.
Yeah, but they didn't even have dangerous chances after they scored the goal. You know, it wasn't like they could have scored the second, but still, you know.
No, just Zinchenko. All to blame for that, bro. No one else.
Okay, and then let's go to now the final segment of the show, which is the player ratings. What are we saying? Player ratings. Let me get the player ratings up. We're gonna kind of smooth go past this quickly because I wanna wrap up the show. But do you guys have anything else that we have to go talk about before the player ratings?
No, man, you know, it's all right, man. I don't really like doing ratings and stuff like that, you know. So, you know, I'll just see you next time.
No worries, man. You have a good one.
Okay.
What about you,
Peace
Khalid?
out, everyone.
Take care, man. What did you say, sorry?
What are you saying? You
I'm
have
just-
anything
I'm
else
just
to talk
wait-
about
I just
before we
can't-
go into player ratings?
I don't really have anything to add, to be honest. I thought it was a good game. The first 20 minutes of that game, I literally was over the moon with. But yeah, man, we move on.
Okay. So let me know if you guys can see this loud and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's at the top. Let me just make it.
Yeah, it's at the top. Yeah.
This is better, right? There we go.
Yeah, it's bigger now.
Okay. So 1 second. So first one is Raya. What we saying for Raya?
Just
I
a
think
standard
Ray-
6. There was nothing to do.
7.
Six,
No,
seven.
he
But
made
you
one
said-
big save. He made one big save in the first half when we made a mistake.
From who's the shot from? You remember?
It was we gave away the ball in a dangerous era and he made a big save in the first half. I'm giving him 7.5. It was a one-on-one chance.
He
and
didn't have anything to do, so I'm going 6 because there's nothing to do.
he made a big save in the first half, in my opinion.
I wouldn't mind a 7.
Okay, we'll go in the middle, 7. Tomiyasu,
8.
7.5, 8.
I thought it was unbelievable. 8.
I have a weird take. If Tomiyasu didn't get injured, Zinchenko would have came off. We would have kept a clean sheet.
Yeah.
We
Well,
don't
the
know.
Kibia probably would have come on for him anyways. Zinchenko, I think Kibia when he came on, look how we just look better in terms of like getting everything clear out of the way instead of just handling the ball around in our box like we have all the time in the world.
So we keeping it moving. 8.
Yeah,
8,
keep it.
8 is good.
Saliba, we conceded a goal, but it's not his fault. 7.
7.
He picked up his first yellow card also as an Arsenal player this season.
What, 14 months? They said that's the first yellow card he's got.
411 days.
Ridiculous.
He got that because he was bored. He was like,
Yeah.
7.
What does it feel
Gabriel Magalhaes, 8,
7.
I would say
7,
7.5.
same.
7.5.
There was not
I
much
think
for
he's a
them.
little bit more.
Yeah.
In terms of, like,
Zinchenko's
towards the
first
end-
half was an 8. Zinchenko's second half was a 6. So I'll give him a 7.
Yeah. I'd have it
Yeah,
too.
that's calm. That's calm.
Declan Rice every game 8 out of 10.
8. This guy doesn't drop below an 8 for some odd reason, but this guy's an animal.
8 out of 10, right?
Yep.
Trossard 6. I'm harsh.
No,
7.
no. 7.
I'm harsh.
7.
7 is good in my opinion.
I'm harsh. Martin Ødegaard. I love this guy.
And
I'd say 9
8
man
and
of
a
the
half.
match.
Swag.
I'd say 8.5. Give him man of the match.
I'll give him 7.5.
8.5, 9.
7.5.
Yeah, nobody's getting ridiculous today.
He was.
Yeah, but then
What do you
but
mean?
he's
He was
better
the
than
best player
Rice.
today on the pitch.
Okay, if
Everything
you're giving him better, if I gave Rice an 8, I'll give him an 8.5. You're right.
Yeah.
He's the man of the match easily. Like the guy was unbelievable.
Saka.
An 8.
8. You want a 9? What did you say? 9.
8.5.
Yeah, he was good today, man.
I'll concede to you guys on this one, but Martinelli 7.5 or 7.
7.
7.5.
7.5.
At highest, I'd give him a 7.
His defensive work rate, he could have scored 2 goals on another day. It is what it is. Jesus also gets a 7.5 for me. First half performance was an 8. Second half performance, he dropped off.
You don't even need to explain, bro. The overall play from him was good. Apart from the big chances, which is he needs to stop that, man. It's pissing me off now.
I think you're right. We just need to blindfold him and tell him it's Champions League.
No, do you know what it is? I think we can deal with it if we have
Eddie
a big striker.
Nketiah gets.
I don't want to rate him. Forget
He gets
this guy,
six.
man. I'm so done with him. I
Give
don't
him
By
a
the
six.
way,
Give him a
by the
five.
way,
Give him a
I was
five.
getting ripped.
Five.
I was getting ripped on the Football Terrace for saying Martinelli missed the same chance as Eddie Nketiah. It's true.
Yeah, good for him, man. But Eddie Nketiah is shit. I don't care. He's shit. He needs to go.
How is it the same chance?
They both missed a chance to hit the inside.
No,
of the
because
post.
they hit the post. Because Eddie Nketiah also hit the post.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I played football on Tuesday. I kind of have sympathy for him.
I don't give a
You're
shit.
mistaken. How is it the same thing,
He's
though?
shit.
Eddie Nketiah was 1-on-1
He's
with the
shit.
goalkeeper.
No, he gets us. I don't even know how you're giving him a 6, man. The guy, I can't wait. He's the,
Five,
you know,
bro.
like
What are you
Rob
giving him a
Holding. You know,
6
like
for?
with Rob Holding. Yeah, when we
Okay,
sold
five,
him, I was
five.
happy. I'm gonna be so happy when we sell Nketiah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I want Eddie Nketiah to go to Brentford and bang goals, and people are gonna cry.
Good for him. I don't care. That's Brentford. I don't give a shit.
Wallahi, I won't cry if he does that. Wallahi, I won't cry.
That's his level. I expect him to bang.
Bro,
He'll be so good for a mid-table team, bro. Like we said, this
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, he'll be unbelievable for.
I'm honestly, I'm not even gonna rate Havertz, Ben White, and these other guys.
Yeah. We did enough time. Not enough time, anyways.
So Eddie Nketiah gets a 5, Jesus 7.5, Martinelli 7.5, Saka 8, Ødegaard 8.5, Trossard 7, Rice 8, Zinchenko 7, Gabriel Magalhaes 7, Saliba 7, Tomiyasu 8.5. Unfortunately, he got 8. Unfortunately, he got injured, and Raya 7. That's it for the player ratings. That's it for this video. That is everything done and dusted. Pick up everyone in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button. We have 72 likes. And of course, I think we've answered some of the questions. Is Zinchenko a liability? For me, no. I think he's still one of our strengths, but he needs to improve his defensive ability. Is Saka world class? I think Gully hit the nail on the head. We need to stop talking about it. And number 3, big up to Mikel Arteta and the boys. Top of the table, one more game, and hopefully we can cut out those nervy endings and have a better convincing ending. Now let's go watch Newcastle. Or who are you guys rooting for? Newcastle or Manchester United? Who do you want to win?
I need Newcastle to beat them.
Do you care? Souls?
Ooh. You know what? Yeah, what will keep Ten Hag in the job is what I want.
I want Newcastle to lose. But then I look at Manchester United and I say, I want Manchester United to lose. So then I say to myself, what's the best result? Anthony Gordon.
I enjoy it more when United lose. I really don't like him.
Basically,
Yeah, I don't
what do
care
I
about
want?
Newcastle like
Best
that.
result for my fantasy team. Anthony Gordon brace, clean sheet.
That's it, yeah. Trippier, I got Trippier in my team as well, so clean sheet would do well.
There you go. Let's just pray for our fantasy teams. F both teams. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Be selfish. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream. Hit that like button. Big up to all the people in the comment section. Let's see anybody we missed, anything we missed. I seen Ben earlier in the chat talking about some stuff. No, can't find it. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. We're out of here. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Vibes from the 6 will be on tomorrow. Don't forget that.